Guys, so today I wanted to do a video to talk a little bit more about my birth plan, so to speak, for giving birth to my little girl. I'm 29 weeks, so I'm basically 10 weeks plus or minus some time away from giving birth, which is just crazy. It's really becoming more real, and I wanted to talk kind of about my birth plan, and I like to say that loosely because, to be honest, I really don't have 100% a plan. I have some ideas of things that I would like if possible, but I'm also just trying to keep a really open-minded approach to this whole giving birth thing because it is my first baby. I've never given birth before. I've never been in labor before, and honestly, I just don't know how things are going to go. They could go 100% according to plan, and they can go 0% according to plan. So this is just going to talk a little bit more about things that I am hoping for or planning to do if possible, but I'm trying not to have my mind so set on it because if things don't go as planned, as long as she's healthy, as long as I'm healthy, that's really ultimately all that matters. And so my birth plan is obviously very a personal thing to me, to her, to my husband, and so everyone's plan may be different, and that's totally fine. So I just hope you guys are respectful to what I am sharing with you because it is a personal thing. So my overall main goal is to have a natural labor and natural delivery, natural birth, and have minimal interventions if possible. So I'm obviously a nurse, and I have seen things go terribly wrong in many different circumstances, and so I'm obviously very pro intervention when the time is necessary. But I also believe my body can do this, and if everything's looking good with her and everything's looking good with me, I really just want to try and let my labor progress naturally, give birth naturally without intervening with different medications or things like that. But if it were medically necessary, then of course I would be open to that idea. But best case scenario, things progress naturally, I go into labor naturally, I give birth naturally, and all is well in this world. I am delivering at a hospital. I do have an OBGYN. I don't have a doula. My husband is going to be my doula, so to speak. We took the Bradley method, or are taking the Bradley method courses, which is all geared towards natural birth and kind of your husband being your coach, your support person. And so my husband will obviously be in the room when I'm giving birth, but he's going to be my main support person during labor. We've learned lots of different techniques and kind of things that we can do together for me, things to look out for, those types of things. And so I've been feeling a lot better about giving birth naturally because we've just learned a lot about the whole process of it. And then we are going to have both of our moms in the labor and delivery room as well. And originally we kind of were leaning towards just having us two, but then through taking this class we realized well, what if Jesse needs a break? He needs to go eat something, or he needs to use the bathroom or step away for a second, and who's going to be supporting me if he has to take a moment? Because realistically I could be in labor for quite some time, and so we really want to have our moms there once they can see the birth of their first grandbaby, and I know they'll love it. I know it'll be good for me. Maybe I want my feet rubbed for 5 hours straight, and that would be a lot on Jesse. Not that he wouldn't do that, but I just think to have kind of this rotating support system, so to speak, and people there to support Jesse if he needs to grab something to eat, or they bring him something to eat, because obviously I'm not going to be going down the cafeteria hey, let's go grab lunch really quick. So it'll be Jesse and our moms, and I believe our moms are going to help out with kind of some filming and stuff like that, so we can put together a birth vlog, at least in the moment where we're not able to do that for ourselves. A couple other things that I'm really hoping for during the birth, after the birth, is to do delayed cord clamping, which is standard at the hospital that I'm at. I also would like to kind of do the golden hour, I think that's what it's called, where for the first hour she's born, that we can just kind of be with her and not take her to like get her shots and measured and all those things right off the bat. I just want to be able to soak in those first couple moments without her leaving me right away. And so those are kind of the two things that I guess I'm asking for. Obviously, if it's not like, and like if it's an emergency where they need to take her away because maybe she's not doing as well or something's wrong with me, that's a different situation. But if everything looks good, then that's really what I would like. There's no laboring tubs. I take that back. There's one laboring tub at the hospital I'm at, but there's not personal tubs in the rooms and you can't bring one. There are showers, so, and I can't have a water birth. I would love to have a water birth, but that's not an option where I'm at. My OB will allow me to deliver in different positions if it's like medically safe and everything's going well and I don't have an epidural. So that is another huge thing, is that I'm able to kind of like labor and push and whatnot in a position that feels best for me, versus just being tied down to be on my back. But if it feels good to be on my back, then I will be on my back. So my OB is very kind of open-minded to those things, but I think that's kind of it. Honestly, I just want to keep it as simple as possible and just know that things aren't going to go 100% according to plan, how I'm envisioning it. So, you know, I may end up needing an epidural or C-section or whatnot, but my ultimate goal is to labor naturally. I've been doing lots of exercises and lots of different things to try and mentally and physically prepare for labor and for birth. And so I'm confident that I can do it. I know my body can do it. And I'm just hoping that everything stays good with her, stays good with me, and life will be grand. I don't know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And let me know in the comments below, I guess, if you did, or what kind of your birth plans were or are, and just everyone support one another, because there's so many right ways to do things. There's not one way that's better than another, and there's everyone's situation's different. So if we can all just support each other and love each other and not tear people's birth plans down. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.